Hello, beautiful people. I'm your friend Alexandra. I'm a North African girl in my early 20s. Ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of becoming a YouTuber. The problem was I was incredibly shy. The idea of standing in front of a camera, filming myself, and making vlogs felt impossible. Deep down, I always believed I would never have the confidence to do it. But despite that, I never stopped dreaming. This summer, I decided to challenge myself by learning a new skill, one that could potentially create opportunities for me in the future. With all the amazing AI tools available today, I realized I finally had a chance to pursue my dream in a different way. So I thought, why not learn something new while sharing the entire journey with you? Before we begin, there are a few things I'd like to make clear. First, this is an AI-powered channel. The character you see isn't real. Her name isn't real, the location isn't real, and even the voice you're hearing isn't mine. But one thing is absolutely real: my ambition. My curiosity, my determination to learn, and my desire to build something meaningful are 100% genuine. Second, I'm a complete beginner. I created this channel to document my learning journey, not to pretend that I know everything. I'll definitely make mistakes along the way, and when I do, I hope you'll let me know in the comments. Let's share our experiences, learn from one another, and grow together as a community. Third, I want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial expert. Everything I share on this channel is based on my own learning and personal experience. If you're planning to start trading or invest your money, I strongly encourage you to do your own research and consult a qualified financial professional before making any financial decisions. With that said, thank you for being here, and thank you for giving this little dream a chance. Now, let's begin our journey together. If you're watching this, chances are you've seen videos of people making thousands of dollars from trading. Maybe you've also heard stories of people losing everything overnight. So, who's telling the truth? The answer is both. Trading can become a great skill that generates income. It can also become an expensive hobby if you don't know what you're doing. This course isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about learning a skill that can last a lifetime. Today, we're going to build the foundation that every successful trader needs before they ever place their first trade. By the end of today's lesson, you'll understand what trading actually is, how traders make and lose money, why prices move, the difference between investing and trading, whether trading is something that actually fits your personality. So grab a notebook. Let's begin. Chapter 1. What exactly is trading? Imagine you're walking through a farmer's market. A farmer is selling apples for $1 each. You think, these apples are really cheap. So you buy 100 apples. The next day, there's a huge festival in town. Suddenly, apples become more valuable. People are willing to pay $2 each. You sell your apples. You bought for $100. You sold for $200. Profit? $100. Congratulations! You just completed your first trade. Trading is simply this: buying something at one price and selling it later at another price. That's it. People have been trading for thousands of years. They traded spices, gold, silk, animals, houses, cars. Today, we trade financial assets instead. Examples include stocks, currencies, gold, oil, cryptocurrency. The principle never changes. Buy low, sell higher. Or sell high, buy lower. We'll learn that later. Fun example. Imagine your friend is obsessed with collecting Pokemon cards. She finds a rare card at a garage sale for $10. A collector online offers her $80. She sells it. She just traded. Trading isn't magic. It's simply taking advantage of price changes. Chapter 2. Investing versus trading. Many beginners confuse these two. Let's clear this up. Investing. Imagine planting a tree. You water it, take care of it, wait years. Eventually, it becomes huge. That's investing. Investors buy assets for years, sometimes decades. Example: someone buys Apple stock in 2010, then simply waits. 15 years later, huge gains. Trading. Now, imagine you're running a lemonade stand. Every morning, you buy lemons. Every afternoon, you sell lemonade. Every day, you're making decisions. That's trading. Trading focuses on shorter time periods, sometimes months, weeks, days, hours, even minutes. Simple comparison: investing, trading. Long-term, short-term. Less frequent decisions, frequent decisions. Slower growth, faster opportunities. Lower activity, higher activity. Neither is better. They're simply different. Some people even do both.
Fun example. Investing is like adopting a puppy. You plan to keep it for years. Trading is like borrowing a bicycle. You use it for a short time and return it.
Chapter 3. What is speculation? Now let's learn a word you'll hear everywhere. Speculation. Sounds scary. It's actually simple. Speculation means making an educated guess about future prices. Notice something important. Not a random guess, an educated one. Imagine tomorrow is the release of a brand new iPhone. You believe Apple sales will increase, so you buy Apple stock today. You are speculating that demand will increase. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. Nobody knows the future. Good traders simply try to make probabilities work in their favor. Fun example. Imagine you're betting that tomorrow's weather will be sunny because the forecast says sunshine, there are no clouds, temperatures are rising. You're making an informed prediction. That's speculation. Chapter 4. Financial markets. Where does trading happen? In financial markets. Think of a financial market as a giant online marketplace. Instead of selling clothes, people buy and sell assets. Different markets exist. Stock market. Buying tiny pieces of companies. Examples: Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon. Forex market. Buying and selling currencies. Example: Euro, US dollar, Japanese yen, British pound. This is actually the biggest financial market in the world. Cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, thousands of digital currencies. Open 24/7, very volatile. Commodity market. Gold, silver, oil, coffee, sugar, wheat, even orange juice. Yes, people really trade orange juice. Fun example. Imagine one giant shopping mall. One floor sells shoes, another sells food, another sells electronics. Financial markets are similar. Each market specializes in different assets. Chapter 5. Why do prices move? This is probably the most important concept today. Why does anything become more expensive? Because more people want it. Simple. If everyone suddenly wants concert tickets, prices rise. If nobody wants them, prices fall. Markets work exactly the same way. Prices move because of supply and demand. More buyers than sellers, price goes up. More sellers than buyers, price goes down. Imagine only 10 concert tickets remain. 100 people want them. What happens? People start offering more money. Price increases. Now imagine the concert gets canceled. Nobody wants tickets anymore. Prices crash. That's supply and demand. Real trading example. Good company earnings, more buyers. Price rises. Bad economic news, more sellers. Price falls. Chapter 6. Buyers versus sellers. Every trade has two people. One buys, one sells. Always. Imagine a used bicycle.
You think it's worth $100. The seller thinks $100 is fair. You both agree? Trade completed. Neither of you was forced. Markets work exactly like this. Now imagine millions of people making those decisions every second. That's the stock market. Millions of opinions, millions of emotions, millions of trades, every single day. Fun story. Imagine two friends. Sarah says, "This company is amazing." Jake says, "This company is terrible." Sarah buys, Jake sells. One of them will eventually be right. Maybe both, depending on when they exit. That's trading.
Chapter 7. Can everyone become a trader? Here's something most influencers won't tell you. Trading isn't easy. If it were, everyone would be rich. Professional traders spend years learning. Doctors study medicine. Pilots train for years. Trading deserves the same respect. The good news? You don't need to be a genius. You don't need advanced math. You don't need to predict the future. You need discipline, patience, risk management, a willingness to keep learning. Biggest beginner mistakes. Let's finish today's lesson with mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, thinking trading is gambling. Professional trading is based on probabilities and risk management, not luck. Mistake number 2, expecting to become rich next month. Trading is a marathon, not a sprint. Mistake number 3, following random influencers. Always learn why a strategy works instead of blindly copying someone else. Mistake number 4, risking money before learning. The market will still be here tomorrow. Take the time to build your knowledge first. Key takeaways. Before we finish, let's recap the most important ideas from today's lesson. Trading is buying and selling assets to profit from price changes. Investing focuses on long-term growth, while trading aims to capitalize on shorter-term opportunities. Speculation means making informed decisions based on analysis, not random guessing. Financial markets are where buyers and sellers exchange assets, like stocks, currencies, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and crypto offerings. Prices move because of supply and demand. Every trade involves both a buyer and a seller who agree on a price. Successful trading requires patience, discipline, and continuous learning, not luck. Remember, today wasn't about making money. It was about understanding the game before stepping onto the field. Homework. Take a few minutes to reflect on these questions and write your answers in a notebook, Curiosity, or something else. 1. Why do I want to trade? Be honest with yourself. Is it for financial freedom, a second source of income, curiosity, or something else? 2. What are my financial goals? Think about both your short-term and long-term goals. What you hope trading will help you achieve. 3. How much time can I realistically dedicate to learning and practicing each week? There's no right answer. Consistency matters more than the number of hours. Preview of lesson number 2. In our next lesson, we'll explore how financial markets actually work behind the scenes. You'll learn what brokers do, how trading platforms connect buyers and sellers, and what really happens after you click the buy or sell button. See you in lesson number 2.